And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Manga Growth. My name is Krisha, and this is today's daily Bitcoin and Chainlink analysis video. Now, I'm a bit tired because I was doing I was adding to my Binance tutorial series. Man, every time I use that stupid exchange, I can't help but facepalm every 1 minute. It's horrible. Just don't use that margin exchange. It's absolutely terrible. But anyways, I can go on about this. Let's get into the charts and, well, let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Actually, no, before I get into the charts, if you haven't already done so, okay, I suggest that you go on to yesterday's video and watch yesterday's video that Sean did, okay? His analysis about Bitcoin, Chainlink, and I believe it was Atom. And now why I'm saying this is that he actually starts off that video with some amazing trading psychology advice. Okay, now for those of you who have been watching us for some time, you guys would know that Sean and I, we have two very different trading styles. Okay, he is more on point with his trading psychology. He's extremely good at that. I have yet to catch up, okay, I have yet to kind of get to his level. But it is very important. A lot of times he will check me on many of my trades, or he'll check my mindset rather on many of the trades that I am taking. Okay, and he's got a lot of wisdom in that on that end. And for those of you who have been, trading these markets for some time, trading any market for that matter, you guys would know how important trading psychology really is. It is around 80% of the game. I mean, we can all sit here, you'll find a lot of people doing their analysis saying that, see guys, I called it. I told you Bitcoin was going to go up. I told you Bitcoin was going to go down. But how many people really execute on their trades? We all know someone who's like that. Hell, even I have done that before when I was, new to the space. It's very easy to do analysis, but actually executing on that analysis is going to require a trader's mindset. That psychology is extremely important. Okay, and for those of you who are just looking for calls, fine, you can get a lot of calls. Calls are everywhere. But now go and try executing on anything. Go and try executing on your calls. Hell, for that you need a trader's mindset. For that you need that knowledge. You need to be in the zone, okay? And that's where Sean really, he kicks in and he's very good at that. And this is what I mean. I always tell people that he's always dropping these little, these gold nuggets in his video. And those are the gold nuggets. I'm talking about that trader's mindset. He reads a lot and he checks me on a lot of my trades. I have been saved multiple times on some big, disastrous trades because he was there. Just checking my mindset. Okay, and it was a great video from yesterday, even in terms of his analysis. So if you have not checked that out, I suggest you go and check that out. I'm going to link it above, okay? And I'm going to link it in the description as well as at the end of this video. Go and check it out. Very important. I'm not good at that. That is not my strong side, okay? I know my analysis, yeah, but psychology, it's all him, and psychology is number one in this game. Okay? So don't waste time, go check that out, and then if you have time, you can come back here. Not much has changed for Bitcoin, at least. Last night, though, we did get that dump, right? So we were actually having supper until, well, Sean's freaking computer just went off. I'm like, what the hell was that? But anyways, that was it was this candle right here. And I'm like, damn. So the one thing I spotted, okay, from last night, at least, was this potential, symmetrical triangle. Okay, and I believe that did break down, and let's see where we are relative to that. Now, this is Bitcoin on those lower time frames, right? Let's go ahead and dissect what Bitcoin is doing on the lower time frames. That way we get a good kind of idea of what it could very well, cascade into. Now, currently we are sitting at a major weekly horizontal here at 9,322. However, I do believe now while we are sitting here, I do believe that Bitcoin could actually come all the way down to the Kijun here at 9,072. Okay, that's what I will be looking for. It will be a very good clean C-span trade. Allow me to just get rid of all my lines. That way you have a good visual. You'll notice how you have your EMAs and your MAs, slanting down. We have a downward slope and they may very well cross bearish now. I think we could see a clean C-span trade on Bitcoin. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching out for. Does that actually line up with any horizontal? No. Okay, now, but this is the 4-hour time frame, okay, and we have lost that 4-hour trend. And I think I've, you know, put some emphasis on this in one of my previous videos where I told you guys that as soon as Bitcoin starts trending, okay, when it trends hard, that 4-hour trend is magic. Okay, it barely loses the 4-hour 21 EMA. Even when it does, it's probably hovering underneath the 4-hour 21 EMA for like 2 to 3 candles until it takes it back, and then it's going from there. Just take this for example. You don't even have to go that far. Just take this run all the way from, well, 6,900 going all the way up to around that 10K region. Notice how price trended on that 21 EMA. It was just this part of here where we lost it for 1, 2, 3 candles until we took it back, and once again we start trending all the way from 8.8K all the way up to 10K. Okay, and once again now we are choppy on that zone. So Bitcoin is doing something different, and I will be anticipating a push to the downside now, but where? So in order to really get that, where could we potentially come down to, let's actually get onto the weekly time frame, my favorite time frame. So weekly cloud, oh, we were on the cloud. Guys, I want you to notice how the cloud is kind of thinning out there, right? So I'll be looking for that to turn green. And Sean had actually mentioned this in one of our duo videos, is that Bitcoin has not turned green, okay, for a very long time. And when I say very long time, I'm talking about from that last bull/bear cycle. Okay, you see the push up from that 3K region and that previous bear market? So as soon as we pushed up, the cloud was still red, and it has been red all this time. It never switched. So if we start switching here, that is going to be a very bullish picture for Bitcoin, okay? And I will be looking for, perhaps, even if we do get some consolidation in here, I don't think we're going to be coming down any further. I don't think we definitely won't be visiting these lows here at 5.3K. Maximum, perhaps a C-span trade on the weekly all the way down to that weekly Tenkin sitting at 7,190. I know Sean has been saying 6,200, but I don't know about that. If it comes there though, I've mentioned this before, I'm going to be focusing on being a buyer. Okay, I'll be buying spot. Every time it comes down, I have been buying spot even still. So those are the trades I will be focusing on. I will be putting in my energy for long trades only. But currently, guys, what day are we at right now? So this is a Thursday. Okay, so we have a couple of more days left on this weekly close. And well, currently price is underneath that weekly cloud. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and switch those weekly levels back on. If we close underneath the weekly cloud, I will be looking for a move all the way down to 8,700, which will be the weekly Kijun. Okay, potentially even that weekly 21. Getting that weekly 21 EMA, once again, guys, I'm going to be a buyer. Now, if we close inside the cloud, inside the weekly cloud, it's going to be a bullish picture. Okay, I think we're going to go up to anywhere between 10.7 all the way to 11.3K. Sean's saying that because this is thin cloud resistance, he's expecting price to shoot up and go all the way up to that 14K region. I don't completely disagree with him, although I don't believe that the resistance is too thin. Not that thin that it would just shoot past. I will be expecting some resistance here at 10.7 all the way up to 11.3K. But the one thing, now, a lot of you who have been watching our videos know that I am still leaning on the bullish side. My weekly, my system has not been set off. It's not telling me to go bearish, none of that. Okay, it is still bullish, it is still very much bullish, and I am following it to the T. Okay, as soon as I start using my my trader's intuition, or well, I start, making excuses, the system goes out the window. Okay, that's the one thing I have back tested. That's the one thing that has been quantified. Okay, is it 100%? Does it have a 100% success rate? No, it does not. Okay, I've back tested many systems, and none of them have a 100% success rate. Okay, but they have a good enough success rate for me to be able to say that, okay, this is a good system. I will be taking losses, but if I have to take the loss, I'll take it. But I know that for every time I follow the system, I'm going to come out winning in the long run. Okay, and not just small wins, I will come out winning big. Okay, so my systems are all based on those higher time frames, going from the 3-day all the way up to the weekly, and I follow it to the T, no questions asked. Now, like I said, still bullish. However, I am also going to paint a bearish picture here for you guys, and I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Okay, so if I go on to the 3-day time frame, now one thing I haven't mentioned to you, there's one thing I usually look for on the 3-day time frame, which is the price relative to the 3-day 200 moving average. Okay, I think it has done very, very well historically. And every time Bitcoin has taken it out, we've had an ensuing rally. And once again, the same thing happened here. It usually kind of gives you a hint. You know, first it kind of plunged right through, came back to settle down, okay, started using it as resistance, and then went in for a second time. And the second time it does it, it's game pretty much. It says, okay, you know what? This is the trend, this is where I want to go, and it goes in that direction. However, this is a loose observation, okay? But what I want you to note here is that as soon as I will put off my horizontals, I want you to notice the weak cloud support here. Okay, now this right here, guys, is weak cloud support. Okay, because of how thin this is, I'll be looking at it, price to just plunge right through. If we do have to come down for a second sort of touch at either, say, the Tenkin here, the 21, let's go ahead and put on our horizontals. Okay, there we go. Look at the 21. The 21 is in line with a major weekly horizontal here at 8,400, and the Tenkin is sitting slightly over 7,700. Okay, if price does break this region here at 9.3K, I'll be looking for a straight move down. Okay, piercing right through that cloud. And not just that, like I'm looking at a lot of these Kumo twists that have a very high success rate. Okay, so we have, this is the 2-day time frame. Notice, guys, the 2-day cloud is also green. So while I am, you know, I'll be looking for a move to the downside, I don't think it's going to be too significant. Okay, I don't think it's going to be 6K region. Okay, that'll be too good. It'll be great for buyers, but too good to be true post-halving. Okay, so now once again, guys, this is the cloud on the daily. The cloud is green, price is over the cloud. We have a beautiful bullish TK cross. I mean, it's a bullish picture so far. We're still holding that daily uptrend. However, what I want you to note here is this Kumo twist. Okay, and usually, like I have said before, price likes getting drawn into the Kumo twist. No, it may not go something like this where it gets drawn in entirely. Okay, but what I say is that when I say drawn in, it could actually come maybe perhaps even to this daily 200 MA and then bounce off. Okay, drawn in just enough. You'll always see that magnetic pull, okay, towards the Kumo twist. So I'll be looking for that to actually sort of play out. But in order for us to really solidify that, we have lost the 4-hour uptrend. Okay, so that's pretty much gone. Let's actually move on to the 12-hour time frame. We did close a 12-hour not too long ago, and we did lose that 12-hour 21 EMA. Okay, let's put on the 10 SMA and see where we are. Okay, yeah, 10 SMA is gone, the 21 EMA is gone. If we lose this horizontal here at 9.3K, we start closing more 4-hour candles below 9.3K. I'm saying that the next region is going to be at 8.7K all the way down to the 12-hour Kijun, a good, nice C-span trade all the way down to 8.4K. All right, so that is if and only if Bitcoin starts closing more 4-hour candles underneath 9.3K. That's what I'll be looking for to see that further continuation to the downside. Okay, now these are all major horizontals. All these 3 zones that I have on my chart, they're all weekly zones. They're very important. All right, so yeah, I mean, right now, it's a neutral picture. Okay, the daily is still looking good. That is something to note. However, you got to give some importance to, you know, time frames like the 12-hour and the 4-hour because Bitcoin actually does relatively well. It kind of paints a picture of what it may very well do, you know, in the more immediate hours of the day. So I'll be looking for that. If we start closing 4-hour candles, guys, I say we're coming down all the way to the Kijun here on the 12-hour time frame. Now, this is all I have for you for Bitcoin. You want to get a, you know, a better view on, say, Sean. I know Sean has done a macro analysis yesterday, so I'll link that above once again. Go and check that out. He's been going over the monthly levels, and he has some really good input on that. So check that out if you want a more macro analysis of what Bitcoin may very well do. Now, let's actually get on to Link BTC. When I was doing my tutorial today, guys, I noticed I was just going through the Mango dashboard, and I noticed that let's go on to the Mango dashboard, right? So I was looking at short-only trends because, well, I was trying to take a short position, but while all of this is short on the lower time frames, I was actually looking at the chart, And if you go into the daily, that list reduces quite drastically. Okay, now there's a reason for this. You look at a lot of these alts, they're looking really good, right? So I'm saying that, you know, we may be starting something here. A lot of them are hovering over that 200 simple moving average. They're looking good on their Bitcoin charts. We may actually see alts, you know, take a rally relative to Bitcoin. That's what I'm going to be looking for. A lot of them are looking very, very good right now. But let's actually look at Chainlink. Now, this is Chainlink on that 12-hour time frame. And right now, the first thing that pops out to me is a potential Adam and Eve. I mean, I am pattern queen, so this is like the first thing that freaking pops up, like just springs out. It's like, voila, here I am. Okay, so this is going to be the measured move of this potential Adam and Eve. And the thing is that Chainlink BTC on certain zones, it is extremely volatile. Okay, so as soon as it starts breaking into these zones, it shoots up. Does not give anyone an opportunity to get in. I mean, just look at this, okay? I'm going to clear out these horizontals. I want you to notice price over here, price over here, price right here, okay? You get the picture. But in this entire zone here, okay, I'm going to actually draw in a box. God, Krisha, your chart is too messy. Okay, but just look at this green box territory. Okay, this entire zone here, price is extremely volatile. Okay, all the way from 48679 sats all the way down to 42718 for those of you who want to kind of draw it out on your chart. But when price gets into the zone, it gets volatile. Okay, and right now we are currently on there. We start breaking major levels on the 4-hour time frame, we're likely going to start trending up. But right now on the 12-hour time frame, what is to note is that this is actually looking pretty good. And the measured move to the Adam and Eve takes Chainlink BTC all the way up to 51786, very, very close to its highs here. Okay, hell, very, very close to its all-time highs relative to Bitcoin. So that's something to watch out for. However, this could also very well turn into a potential symmetrical triangle. Chainlink loves symmetrical triangles, so what I'm looking for is this beautiful trend line. Remember, the thing with triangles and any pattern, now those of you in the Mango C trading program, you guys know this from Sean's trading trend analysis module, is that patterns is just a more artistic way to look at trends, right? These are all trends. Now, Sean has gone in depth with this. Hell, I actually learned a lot, you know, in spite of knowing all of this about patterns. That was a very, very good module. Now, once again, these are all trends. Now look at these higher lows that we have on Chainlink BTC, right? You have one low here, you have a higher low here. Now, if we get rejected on this line, we're likely to come down. And now we want to see if this trend line actually, if price gets supported on this trend line. If price does get rejected here, we do lose this support here at 426 and it comes down. I want to see if price can get supported here. And if there's any pattern, okay, that Chainlink does very, very well on, it's those triangles. Loves triangles for some reason. I've made a lot of money just trading triangles on this chart. So yeah, I mean, Chainlink is looking good on the 12-hour time frame. Let's get on to the 4-hour. Now, once again, I have mentioned this before, is that, guys, cloud is green, okay? Chainlink 4-hour cloud is green. We have a bullish TK cross. Price is, did we pierce the cloud here? So we closed at 43131, okay? And the topmost part of the cloud, let's put that on, shall we? Style. And boom, okay. Where is that? Okay, no, we missed it, but if price starts closing over, okay, the cloud, that is going to be a very, very bullish picture. We'll have a green cloud, price over the cloud, we'll have that bullish TK cross. And I want you to notice one thing. As soon as we broke, now the last time I got a beautiful call on Chainlink, it was in this region. Okay, I said that, hey, price broke past that 200 MA, got a beautiful clean retest. Now this was a beautiful trade to be had, wherein whoever had it, whoever got the trade here, that long trade, okay, it was a very easy trade to manage. If we break down, get the hell out of your position. Okay, wait for that retest, get out. It was a very, very easy trade to manage. However, if you manage to get a buy here, look at the ensuing move that you got. All the way up, look at the ebb and flow there, right? You got a move of 33% to the upside. And I want you to notice what Chainlink is doing right now. Okay, so now we have, once again, we have that 4-hour 200 simple moving average coming right on top of us. We start taking that out again. It enters that volatile zone that I was telling you about. Okay, we start getting into that zone. I'm saying that we're gonna trend pretty hard. Chainlink is gonna start trending pretty damn hard. Okay, and the next region, if we take that out, the next region is only gonna be up here at 45881 sats. Okay, going all the way up to 48662, and we might just meet the measured move of this beautiful, beautiful Adam and Eve pattern. All right, that's what I'll be looking for in the meanwhile. For a more bearish case for Chainlink BTC, I'll be looking for Chainlink to lose the support here at 4263, okay, to see that further continuation to the downside. If we lose this, I do believe we're going to be coming down. Perhaps the first level is going to be at 41571. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's looking good on even the 4-hour time frame. It's trending well, Chainlink BTC. And is there anything else that you guys want me to look at? How about Ethereum? Ethereum, like, this is what I mean. Even Ethereum is looking good. I'm telling you, a lot of alts are looking very good relative to BTC right now. Be careful. Be careful shorting any of them. Okay, like when I was trying to take my short for the tutorial, I'm like, damn, this is looking too good. I don't know if I want to do this. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the tutorial. But anyway, so right now, Chainlink BTC is trending on that 4-hour 21 EMA. Actually, you know what? I don't want to use the 21 EMA for Chainlink BTC. I want to use something else. I think one of the people in the Mango Seed program was Laidlove. I think it was him. He had mentioned that Ethereum actually trends really, really well on simple moving averages rather than exponential. And I agree with him. I agree with him. From my back testing, it actually does pretty well on simple moving averages. And just look at that, right? So now I'm just going to change the color of this 21 simple moving average. Okay. And boom. And we're actually going to bring up perhaps the 10 or the 50. Let's do the 50. Okay, I'm going to change that. Going to make that a 50 simple moving average. And beautiful. And what do you see here? Okay, now currently the yellow line is the 20 simple moving average and the green is the 50 simple moving average. Now Laidlove, he did notice this. I think this is a very, very good observation. This is something that I have observed as well. I think it does very well on simple moving averages as opposed to exponentials. Okay, now right now this is looking good. I mean, we have a bullish cross here between the 20 simple as well as the 50 simple moving average, and not just that, we have a bullish TK cross here as well. And price has been holding that 21 EMA. With respect to horizontals, let's get onto that weekly and see where price is on that. And there we go. Count on me to have my horizontals in. Not just that, guys, we have also a bullish cross once again between the 10-20 simple moving average as well as the 50. When was the last time we got that? We got a fake out here. Okay, we crossed bearish again. All right. So this is one way this is something I use to sort of filter out crosses. As soon as price is above the cross, okay, I usually like taking the trade only then. I take the cross seriously if price is above it. If it is underneath and significantly underneath, I don't give it too much credence. Now, right now, relative to its weekly levels, I believe that if Ethereum starts taking out 0.230 sats, okay, we're likely to come all the way up to the Kijun here. It's going to be a very clean C-span trade on the weekly, okay? We're likely to come all the way up to 2.568. Let's go and look at that percent move, shall we? And yeah, that's going to be an 11% move to the upside. But as soon as it starts entering the cloud, I mean, guys, look at that potential cloud trade that Ethereum may have. That's going to be freaking massive, right? But however, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. It's going to be an if this, then that. Look at how Ethereum actually reacts relative to its horizontals. Okay, that is going to paint the picture. But right now on those lower time frames, it is looking good. We are trending up. Okay, we're likely to have a good edge to edge on the cloud here, okay, going all the way up to at least 230 sats, okay, meeting that edge to edge move for the 4-hour cloud. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good on Ethereum BTC. Let's go and look at ETH USD. ETH has been on my radar, believe it or not. I think it's been looking relatively all right. Okay, so once again, onto the weekly. Now, I have been following Ethereum USD on the weekly time frame. what I've been looking for, apologies, I'm gonna clear out my chart. Okay, what I've been looking for is, well, the weekly price to close over 211. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this line here. Okay, I'm looking at that white line, which is that 211. As soon as price closes over that, I'm looking for a clean move all the way up to 248. Okay, on the next weekly close, I want to see how price closes relative to that. But so far, we have been ranging between that 211 region all the way down to 188. Okay, and look at that. This is what I mean. Ethereum does so well on ranges. It's just a very, very clean trade. Okay, it gives you good retests, comes all the way down to the range, goes back up if we get supported, and this is what I mean. So yeah, I mean, it's looking good, and I do believe if Ethereum actually manages to take out that 211, okay, on the Ethereum USD chart, I think ETH-BTC is going to take a turn, and we are likely to meet the edge-to-edge on the 4-hour time frame on ETH-BTC. Okay, now this is, remember what we're looking at here, 4-hour cloud. That's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm saying that if Ethereum USD closes over 211 on the next weekly close, we're likely to see this edge-to-edge actually play out on ETH-BTC. Now, this is all I have for you for today, guys. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.